Our world is changing. Every year, our planet's atmosphere gets hotter, as does the debate on how to tackle climate change. Our country is often celebrated for its greenness, but how green can we be when our government continually fails to take action on environmental issues? In 2007, targets were set in place by the European Union for each of its member states to reach by the year 2020. Each country was asked to reduce their greenhouse gas emissions by 20%, and most member states have already surpassed this target. Ireland is far behind, with figures showing that we are currently 25% above the target. The government have now admitted that we will not meet these goals by 2020. They claim that they need more than 10 years to reach these goals, but the EU have already set a much higher target for member states in 2030. So what will happen when the EU discover that our government has no immediate aims to reach these targets? We will either pay a fine as high as €600 million, or if we're lucky, we can purchase carbon allowances, which will cost anywhere between €98 and €500 million. The current solution in place is carbon taxing, which means a hike in taxes just to drive our cars and heat our homes. But why didn't our government invest these millions of euros into the development of renewable energy sources, instead of handing it away to the EU? Let's be realistic. At present, renewable energy sources aren't cheap for the Irish consumers, and they require more government funding to improve their cost effectiveness and affordability. The government need to invest more money into environmental research and development, especially since this was another EU target that we failed to reach. We gathered €66.5 billion for our budget in 2019, but the environment only received a measly allocation of €300 million. So, what can we do to help? Political parties will tell you about the work they've done for the environment in the past. However, the EU statistics show that this is not enough. So the next time that a politician comes calling to your door looking for votes, challenge them on their stance on these environmental issues. You deserve to know what your future government's policy on climate change will be before they receive your vote. Don't just wait for the politicians to come to you. Voice your opinions by getting in touch with the office of your local constituency. The government needs to know how the people of Ireland feel. You know the facts now, so it's time to show them that their lazy attitude towards climate action has gone on long enough. Write a letter, make a phone call, or send them an email and demand government action. You don't need to act alone. Take to the streets and get involved with local organisations to unite and start the conversation on climate justice. Your government has failed you, and the longer this goes on, the more money we lose. But this issue isn't about money. If this continues, we stand to lose a lot more.